All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And this is going to be a response to uproars. All right, the uproars is going on in the world right now. All right, well maybe we're going to do this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. The brother Malak that posted a video that another brother, Salaki brother, I forget who the brother, where the brother got the video from. The brother that did the video, Salakia, but he posted it in our chat. All right, pretty much about all the uproars. What it was about all the uproars going on in the world right now. All right, so I just went to the Drudge Report. Um, sure enough, all over the place. There's a few articles. I'm gonna just touch on mainly two. All right, um, with people angry, pissed off, about what's going on in the Middle East right now. All right, and on top of that, you got that going on. People protesting about that, not only in London, not only overseas, but also here in Babylon the Great as well. And on top of all of that, which I did videos on through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all these strikes is going on right now. Like everybody's striking like left and right due to the fact that them not being able to make ends meet with the rising inflation. All right. And you got that devil Biden just got on TV talking about just bragging about how they could fund all these wars and still protect themselves, but then yet here in Babylon people are starving. All right. But that's all good though. I mean, we should pray for that. We should pray that the Lord allows people in Babylon to not be able to make ends meet, to get people more pissed off, get people more angry, you know, then you know, basically all hell breaks loose through that. All right. But Lord Will's brothers on the screen. I have this first article here. It's Spirit right there, 441. All right, right there. It's right next to the date and all of that. Spirit. I had this first article right here. It says about 100,000 protesters joined pro-Palestinian march through London. So this is going on in London right now. It says London, about 100,000 people joined a pro-Palestinian demonstration. It's 100,000 walking down the street in central London on Saturday, marching through the British capital to demand an imminent ceasefire in Gaza following the H gang, I call them, attack on the small hats 2 weeks ago, chanting Free Palestine, holding banners and waving Palestinian flags. The protesters moved through London before massing at a Downing Street, the officials' residence and offices of British Slovakia Prime Minister Rishi. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Uh, Police estimated 100,000 people have taken part in the National March for Palestine demonstration organized by the Palestinian Sovereignty Campaign, solitarily, Solitarian Campaign. But this is the first one. So you got this going on in London. All right, and then you got this one. To come up, so like it. Okay, this is the next one. It says thousands of protesters demonstrate, demanding, and this one's a little more, a little more extreme, demanding a ratification of the small hats clash with NYPD. Thousands of anti-small hat protesters clashed with police Saturday night after they refused to vacate the Bay Ridge street they had flooded for hours. The flooded Brooklyn for Palestine demonstration devolved into chaos at nightfall, with protesters completely shutting down traffic, screaming at police, lighting small fires in the middle of the roadways. Right, and this is right here in Babylon the Great. And I had no mainstream media coverage on that I've seen anyway. All right. It says that aggravator heels into the ground when the NYPD tried to push them out of the 72nd Street and 5th Ave, with 500 railers converted earlier in the day to demonstrate that the United States withdraw support from its closest ally in the Middle East. Right, and I don't know if brothers can see it, but now they're telling the small hats, Babylon telling the small hats to hold the ground invasion, but just still bombing them left and right, and they're not gonna stop. The small hats do whatever they want to do, basically, and Babylon don't say nothing about it. All right, because Babylon, and that's the thing people still don't understand, man. The elites of Esau, they're the ones that control the show. And all these people talking about how they Biden and all this, none of them don't control the show. Netanyahu, none of them don't control the show, man. The elites of Edom, all right, control the show. Which I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know other brothers out there already know that, but those people on YouTube, people that's supposed to be awoke and all that, still talking about stop it, telling Biden to stop Netanyahu. They don't control anything, man. They're just puppets, man. All right, the elites of Edom are the ones that are that are make the rules, basically. And who really makes the rules? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So the Lord is witness 144,000%. Why? Because it's going to lead up to the Third World War, which is prophecy, which must come to pass. All right. So what's going on with this is whole situation, thumbs up for it. Because again, it's going to lead to the fulfillment of Third War, which the Lord Yahweh Shah said that you should hear wars and rumors of wars, and that's what this is. So this is prophecy. All right. And you can't stop prophecy. So big thumbs up for this whole situation that's going on. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, converted earlier. Okay, I read it already. Officers begin plugging individuals out of mass floods, as well from the inside of pickup trucks carrying railers of the Palestine flag waving herd in the efforts to quell out of the rally. It got pretty heated, a law enforcement source told the Post. And this is, things are just going to get worse again, because you got people out there with this going on as well, with what's going on in the Middle East, people protesting what's going on in the Middle East, but also you got people out there protesting, out there striking, all right, or whatever. So things in America is about to turn up for the worse. Things are about to get, tensions are super high. People marching about this, people marching because they ain't making enough money. Then, like I said earlier, you got Biden on TV bragging about how how Babylon can fund all these wars and still be straight and everything will be all good. But then yet, people in Babylon are on TikTok making videos talking about how they can't afford to pay this, they can't afford to pay that, or all their money's going on bills and all of that. So they're bragging about being able to fund this, but they're giving you people in Babylon the middle finger, and people in America, are getting tired, they're getting restless. Again, that's why they're out there protesting. All right. So this is a great thing that's going on, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to continue to amp it up, continue to basically. All right. So I'm gonna get one precept and I'm gonna wrap it up. That this is prophecy. All right. Uproars like this, protests, which are uproars. All right. People going on strike. All these things are prophecy, and this is everywhere. Again, this is not just here in Babylon. People in Babylon are doing it. People in London are doing it. The brother put the post that the brother sent to the chat. It showed people in all over the world doing it, protesting about this whole situation in the Middle East, and also about other things. Rather it's a crooked government, rather than not being able, just striking from their jobs or whatever, protesting in front of their jobs because they're not making enough money. Things are just horrible right now in Babylon the Great. Horrible for the masses, but great for the small number, the Lord's flock, which I'm the brothers out there pushing to myself of that number. So we're cheerleading everything that's going on right now. We hope and pray that it gets worse. All right. The second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see part of the signs past which thou hast told thee before. Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highs will begin to visit the world which he made, which the Most High definitely visited in this place. All right. Verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and that's what this is. People out there protesting, setting fires in the street. Hundreds of thousands of protesters out there angry about the situation that's going on in Babylon. All right. Slack it. That's going on in the Middle East. All right. That's what this is, the uproar of the people. And soon people are going to be people are already uproaring about not being able to make ends meet. Soon they're going to be uproaring because they're hungry. They missed a couple of meals, a few meals, because they weren't able to buy anything because all the money was spent. So you better believe inflation is just going to get worse. Now he's asking for $100 billion to fund both of them wars. Where do you think they're going to get that money from? And that's going to add more to the debt, and they're going to charge more to your wallet, basically. All right. You got banks closing down. Everything in Babylon is collapsing, man, right before your eyes. Verse 4 is like it. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifested. Right, so the fact that there's uproars of the people, earthquakes, in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, that shows that the end is here. We're in the last days of the last days, all right? And also, you got Edomites. Let me get this. I'm going to close with this, what the Lord Yahweh Shah said. Because you got Edomites out there also protesting what's going on in the Middle East. All right? Edomites out there striking against their government, against their own government, the Edomite government. All right? Esau's government or whatever. So this is it, man. This is the end, man. This St. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts and said, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right? Because you got Edomites out there. And also, you got the Russians against the Americans. The whole NATO and EU nations, all right, against Russia and all of that. Those are all Edomite ran nations. So the Lord said you got kingdoms against kingdoms. The same kingdom coming against each other. And also they're against other kingdoms. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, right? So the NATO and EU Edomites being against the Russian Edomites. That's heavy division amongst the house of Edom. So that's another sign to show how close we are to the end. And every city or house divided against itself should not stand. Right? Every city or house divided against itself should not stand. And there's heavy division in Babylon, that great city. This great city. Because again, not only do you have Arabs out there marching for the so-called atrocities that's going on in the Middle East, you also have other Edomites out there. All right? It's small hats out there protesting what's going on. Other small hats. All right, so there's heavy division in the house of Edom. And the Lord Yahweh Shah said that's a sign to show how close we are to his destruction, to a kingdom's destruction. When the same people, the same when you got the fighting within the kingdom, because they're all really supposed to be getting along together. They're all supposed to be in perfect agreement with what's going on, but they're not. There's just heavy division. All right, or how the country's being ran between the Democrats and Republicans. All this shit, man. Even though they're both pretty much on the same side when it comes to demolishing them Arabs over there, but there's just heavy division, man, and it's been that way for some time. All right, so that's another sign to show how close we are to Esau's destruction. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.